back here live to Gotham, New York City, inside of the NBA 2K League studios. The first game of the day is now in the books. And once again, it's the same result we saw last week. Mavs gaming with a 66-59 win over Celtics crossover. We'll go from the cake top, the court there, high up top here, Larry Ridley and Dirk. And just like we saw last week, Mavs came back from down 20. They were down 45-25 in the tip-off. This time they were down as many as 10. It was 22-12. Mavs down by 5 at the break, Dirk, and they go on a 41-29 run in the second half to close out the game. Dimes, Seam, and Dave Fry combining for 51. Mavs looked like a top 2 or top 3 team today. Celtics once again came up a little short. They were quiet in the second half. No energy.
Yeah, we kind of talked about it. So when you go from the tip-off tournament, really the whole story of this team was Dimes, Dave Fry, who else is going to step up? And we saw the changes they made in week number 1 with getting everybody involved. And today you saw Dimes, he started off over 6, but you had Seam who was right there. So that's one of the little transitions that they've made. Again, getting these sharpshooters more involved, letting them dribble, trying to find their comfort zone just a little bit. But that's one of the things that we talk about, right? Yes, you can slow the scoring down from Dimes, but the big thing to shut down his team is you've got to limit how well he's facilitating the ball as well. So if you're not able to stop that one, it kind of makes up for it. So he's still getting,
let him score.
Yeah, he's still getting the assists. I mean, either way, if he's scoring, he's probably going to be going for more of the 2s as well. But then just when it came down to the defensive end too, you got pure rim protectors. Arsenal knows that on those screens he can just kind of lay back. Dave Fry's not going to be able to hit as consistent from there. He's shown that he still is going to be able to. That's what the pure rim protector does, right? That's why you're starting to see so many people start to transition. But I think the fourth quarter was the big one, right? Second half went in clear-cut favor of the side of Mavs Gaming. But that fourth quarter, it's been the story. We go back to Celtics crossover from week number 1. They were able to get those wins in those dying moments because they were able to force teams into getting into sticky situations, get the turnovers. Mavs Gaming did an excellent job of making sure they're getting the ball into the right player's hands, making sure it's not going to be able to get knocked loose by anybody when they go in for that pinch. 24 points for Seam there. That is the guy who stepped up big when it needed him most.
I also think the play of the day was Dave Fry getting that block on Fab. They were only up 4 or 5 there. He was yelling at him, "You're not built. There's a reason why you went number 2. Love the back and forth between these two teams. Look, I love to see matchups like this. If you're the Celtics, what do you do here in the second time that you play these guys in the regular season and maybe finish the game against a high-quality opponent like the Mavs?
Honestly, we talked about it with Mel and kind of gave him like a little bit of a hard time throwing a little jab at him. So you got to stop shooting the 3s on that build. I mean, you do. I mean, he says that. Right. I mean, if you're able to hit 1, then maybe people will get there. But the big thing, too, that makes Dave Fry's life a hell of a lot easier is when DeVillen, he's able to crash those boards. So now everything's not completely on Dave Fry, just take over the rebounding. If you have a shot-creating slasher who's just playing in that corner, you're going to be able to get the help defense more often than not because you know they're not going to be able to hit from there consistently. We saw him take a couple. I don't think he made 1 3 this game. Lots of deep mid-ranges, though. Yeah. But that's still, it's not going to be very consistent. You need to step in towards that free throw line to be able to hit those consistently. So if the villain is able to just kind of help off, try to go in for those pinches, crash the boards, it makes everyone's life easier.
Yeah, the Celtics and the Mavs, they usually flip. First half, Celtics do a better job on the glass, assist, and the numbers are there. Second half, Mavs always come back.